My name is Alan Laws. I'm Direct Democracy's candidate in Meath West. I just want to look at the role of the media with you and discuss their coverage of a general election 2016. Starting with RTE and myself, every candidate is allowed 1 minute, and the 1 minute is recorded and put on the website of RTE. Now, when I recorded my minute originally, I put the words in billionaire, Fine Gael minister and corruption into the one sentence. RTE said that we'd have to re-record, and we're going to do that on Friday, so judge that for yourself. When we look at News Talk's Chris O'Donoghue and Ivan Yates, the ex-Fine Gael minister, is doing a lot of the coverage in the morning time about general election 2016. They, for example, keep on referring to all Direct Democracy Ireland candidates as independents. Now, that's either because Chris and Ivan can't read the electoral register and see that the Direct Democracy Ireland is registered as a party, or it means that they are purposely trying to mislead people. And maybe it could be because we do criticise their employer a lot, Denis O'Brien. We think he had an adverse influence over the media in Ireland. A thing that Labour used to talk about before they went into power, but seem to have amnesia now when it comes to Denis O'Brien or mentioning anything negative about him. But we'll continue on doing what we do. Galway FM, then, on the other hand, announced on their news programme and put up on their website that one of our candidates, Angus Melia, was pulling out of the race, which was totally untrue. We got on to Galway FM, they rectified it, but was that a genuine error or not? I don't know. But that's what they announced and that's what they did. So they led their listeners to believe that Angus was pulling out of the race, and he wasn't. When we look at then the Drogheda Independent, they did a feature on a lot of the candidates. They sent them out a questionnaire beforehand. And so you had pictures in the Drogheda Independent about a lot of candidates who were talking about different issues to do with general election 2016. Now, part of the questionnaire was, what's your favourite food? What's that got to do with a general election 2016? We don't know. But that's the question they asked all the candidates. But only did they put what Pat Green had said his favourite food was in the feature. They never mentioned what Pat has to say about housing. They never mentioned what Pat has to say about the health service. So was that a genuine error? Or was it independent newspapers owned by Denis O'Brien trying to maybe silence their biggest critic, which I'd imagine the Direct Democracy Ireland are Denis's biggest critic? So judge that for yourself. And then you look at the bigger picture. And the bigger picture is, in case a lot of people don't know, is that Simon Coveney's brother Rory is a special advisor to Director General. He's Fine Gael. Does that have an influence over what RTE does and doesn't do? Judge for yourself. He now is going for the Director General's job. Judge for yourself. Miriam McConaughey's brother is standing for Fianna Fáil, and he was prosecuting a lot of our water protesters in the courts over the last year or two. So judge for yourself whether that has an influence on Miriam and what she says or does. So we feel, anyway, that the media does play a role. We feel that we don't get a fair hearing on the media. But judge that for yourself and look at all them incidents and add it up for yourself. And we're very, very critical. And Direct Democracy will state on the record that we do not like the huge influence that Denis O'Brien has over the private media. The Labour Party used to challenge that, but when they got into power, they were silenced. Why? Again, we don't know. But I'll leave it up to you to decide. Thank you.